Well, it's a cloudy day in Kansas City, but it stopped raining long enough for me to get this. A Dodge Daytona Shelby. At least Shelby according to the stickers. This particular one is an 89. Doesn't have T-tops. I think that they had an option for T-tops. But these are a two-door turbo cars, front wheel drive, cool little cars. I think they probably, this is a time when Dodge and Mitsubishi worked together, so this probably was sold under various other names in other markets. But here's Dodge Daytona. I've ridden in one of these before. Pretty neat little cars. They're kind of forgotten about, lesser known. You know, Mopar guys are all about their, you know, Cudas and Hemis and stuff like that. Not so much love for things like this, but I think these kinds of cars are interesting. But this is the Chrysler Turbo. I believe this is the, oh, let me take a look. Yeah, it's the 2.2 turbo engine, which they used in tons of stuff like LeBarons, you know, other stuff, Chrysler products. Driver's side door handle is broken. It's got these cool side skirts, which are actually pretty well intact, all things considering. This brakes, coil shocks, leftover OxyClean from the previous owner. Let's take a look inside. The Daytona by Dodge, just to remind you, this is a Dodge. It's got a very cool 80s turbo boost gauge. This illuminates when your doors are open or when you're low on gas, I'm assuming. Still got the key in there. It is a manual, although to be honest, the way that this console and everything's designed, it almost looks like this is an automatic. It's one of those, like how Corvettes, when they have automatics, they try to make it look like a manual. So put aftermarket kicker speakers, assuming I had an aftermarket radio in here too. This one had 140,000 miles before either it quit working or the odometer quit working. I'm assuming when the car quit working. It's got these nice bucket seats. It's got good bolstering on the side. If they weren't in awful condition, they'd be pretty decent to swap into something else, because they're pretty comfy actually. Oh, this is something rigged up probably to go into reverse. Sometimes you gotta do that. Still got the key in. The back seats are kind of interesting too, because they're like little bucket seats. Little two-seater bucket seats. And this is a very late 80s, 90s thing. You've got the buttons angled down. It's got that whole fighter pilot thing that you see like in a lot of imports during this time period. You've got the armrests angled outward like this so that it's very simple to get to. Everything's kind of ergonomic and supposed to be fast to get to, because just having it flat like this is not good enough. It has to be angled. Hope I don't get stuck in there. Alright. It's got a big indent, but doesn't really actually do anything. Purple tint on the sunroof. Here you go, that's how you vent it, this knob here. Sagging headliner. Big ugly dome light behind me. Red lines at 7,000 RPMs. More Shelby sticker on the other side. So these are non-cross flow engines, so intake and exhaust is on the same side. And you see down here, turbo's down there. Yeah. This one's definitely had some repairs, multiple repairs at the time. You could see by the different color RTV on the valve cover. Heavy usage of that to try and stop any oil leaks. Oh, there you go. There's the front of the turbo. Yeah, mismatch of wiring. Someone probably took apart trying to figure something out that they couldn't and gave up. That's how a lot of cars go. But yeah, as you can see from the other side, that scoop part really doesn't actually add much. It looks like there's about as much room on this side as the other side that doesn't have the indent in it. Warning, R12. Here's some aftermarket stuff somebody hooked up. Let's see if we can try and figure what that is. It goes to this mystery box, unknown origin, and then goes to whatever this is. So who knows? It's got 3 wires somebody hooked up. I can't be bothered. Alright, that's it. Subscribe for more videos.